Next stop on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Pocono Raceway. We are here today for the running of the 5-Hour Energy 400 as we're set for 30 laps of action on this 2.5-mile triangle-shaped racetrack here at Pocono Raceway. Yep, it's a 3-turn track instead of 4, and I'm going to keep reminding myself that because I always say turn 4 at Pocono when there's no turn 4. But anyway, with all that said, let's get the starting lineup for today's running of the event. On the pole for the Pocono for the 5-Hour Energy 400 at 180 miles per hour, it is Joshua Osborne, the number 42 Bell Style Mobility Chevrolet. He won this season at Talladega. He's got, I think that's his first pole of the season. I'm not sure actually. To be honest, he'll be alongside number 31. It's Michael Turner, the Lowe's Chevrolet. He's on the outside. Row 2 is Jesse Turner, car 36, the M&M's Pontiac, and the number 2 Miller Lite Ford of Dylan Young. He's on the outside. Row 3 is the Tide Ford, car number 10. It's Kat Tellier. She's on the inside. Beside her, number 20, the Home Depot Pontiac. It's Dalton Day. Fourth row has car number 17, the DeWalt Chevrolet Ford, a great qualifying run for Jason Haywood. He'll be alongside number 24, the DuPont Chevrolet of Kev Shear. He has yet to win a race this season, but hopes to today. Row number 5 has Becca Tellier, car 12, the Mobile One Ford. And beside her, the number 1 Pennzoil Chevrolet for Second Keith Motorsports. It's Trent Dunham on the outside, fresh off the second place run at Riverside. Sixth row has Jonathan Zorlin, the winner of the season at Atlanta, the Lowe's Chevrolet, car number 48. And the number 15 Napa Chevrolet of Chris Dottie's on the outside. Row 7 has Seth Cole, car 44, the Georgia Pacific Papers Dodge. He'll be alongside car number 26, the Discover Cardboard of Chelsea Bowl. She won the 600 at Charlotte this season. Next row down has car number 43, the STP Pontiac. It's Joshua Collard. Beside him will be car 7, the SiriusXM Satellite Radio Dodge. It's Matt McIntyre. Next row down has car number 25, the Michael Holligan Chevrolet. It's Ryan George. He'll be alongside number 41, the Target Dodge of Zach Flickinger. He'll be alongside. Next row down has car 01 of the Daytona 500 champion, Emmanuel Hartman. He's in the singular wireless Dodge. Beside him will be car 55, the winner at North Wilkesboro, Dougie Shears, Super Shears. He's in the Square D Chevrolet. Next row down has car 66, the Route 66 Jeans Big Kmart Ford of Jordan Anderson. He'll be alongside car 88, the Ford Quality Care Service Ford Credit Ford Taurus of Keith Batson, hoping for a good run here today. Next row down has John Arndt, car 71, the Team Realtree Chevrolet. He won at California this season. Beside him will be car number 23, the Winston No Bull Ford of Carson Gum. Next row down has Jessica Shelton. She is fresh off a victory at Riverside Raceway to see the last race on the tour. She's in the McDonald's Ford, car number 94. Beside her will be car 18, the Interstate Batteries Pontiac of Andrew Davis. Next row down has Zachary Fitzwater, car 97, the John Deere Ford. And beside him will be Joshua Sakuli, car 19, the Dodge Dealers Dodge. Next row down has car 22, the Caterpillar Pontiac. It's Dylan Poteet. He also came off a good run at Riverside. Beside him will be Andrew Perry, car 33, the Skull Classic, the Skull Chevrolet, car 33. Next row down is Mike Becker, car 45, the Sprint PCS Dodge. He won at Bristol this season. Beside him will be Levi McIntyre, the Exide Batteries SKF Ford. His wins came at Rockingham and again at Martinsville. Next row down will be Cole Deaver. He won at Dover this season on the GM Goodrich Chevrolet, car number 3. Beside him will be JT Bryant. He has 2 wins this season at Darlington and at Las Vegas. He's in the Alltel Ford, car 02. Then it's Charles Samper, car 48, car number 60, I should say, in the Power Team Chevrolet. Beside him will be Johnny Gardner, car 28. The Cisco Have 140s on the outside. And here comes the command to fire him up. I think we ought to invite those kids to every race to get the command of fire engines. They did the same thing at Riverside Riverside, and they also did one at the the I believe it was at the Iowa race at in the Meliella Series. Anyway, the next row down has Kyle Matthews, car number 5, the Kellogg's Cornflakes Chevrolet, and I think something's wrong with Dalton Day, I believe. Yes, something did go wrong with Dalton Day's car. He is a DNS, a did not start. Oh, and Dalton Day, who was last place in the points coming into this race, and what else can go wrong with that 20 team this season? And to finish up the starting lineup, Kyle Matthews will be the inside in the next row down in car number 5 in the Kellogg's Cornflakes Chevrolet. He will be alongside Daniel Olson, I believe, in car number 29, the GM Gunner Chevrolet. Then it's Matt Haas in number 8 in the Budweiser Chevrolet, and the 6 of Valvoline Ford of Benjamin Miles. And starting scratch on the field will be the Sitco Ford car 21 of Quentin Moore. But, oh, a tough break for Dalton Day. His day over before he even got started. So he will be a DNS that did not start here at Pocono, even before the first lap was even completed. That is crazy here. Anyway, it's an all Chevy front row. It's Joshua Osborne and Michael Turner. I think that's the second race in a row I think we had a did not start. Kyle Matthews had the same thing happen to him at Riverside, the last stop of the tour. So I have never seen a series, anything in my series has had plenty of DNSs. And we're not even halfway through the year. The halfway point will be the Pepsi 400 down in Daytona. Pace car road does duck off on the pit road. We're about to get set for green flag racing, and the Poke and the 500 400 is on. Track position, very important on the track at Pocono. In some of the test races we have had here in this event. Joshua Osborne is going to jump out in front. But here comes the 31, Michael Turner on the outside of the racetrack, and he's going to jump into the lead. We should mention the outside lane, very, very, we should mention the outside lane is actually the preferred groove here at Pocono. We saw that last season. And Osborne, who is the pole sitter of the event, is now in battle for second position with Dylan Young, number 2. As they come out of turn number 3, it'll be Michael Turner leading the race there. And Turner has had a very good car. He had a great car in practice. And the 31 Lowe's team thinks it could be their day for Turner to win his first ever Castrol GTX Cup Series event. Of course, you remember last season we had 2 first-timers at Pocono, Jesse Turner and Zach Winkle. Ones that won their first Castrol GTX Cup Series events on this very track last season. So, could the trend continue or could it be over? We'll find out in the 29 laps we have left to run here at Pocono. But nonetheless, though, Turner is out in front. He's the leader of the event. Second position is Osborne. Third position is Dylan Young. Jesse Turner, his love affair with Pocono continues. He's in 4th position right now. Kev Shear trying to go to the inside in the 24 car. He runs in 5th position, trying to go for 4th. On Turner as they go down as they come across the start-finish line. They complete another lap. Trent Dunham is in 6th position. 7th is Kat Tellier. Becca Tellier runs in 8th. And a battle for 9th between Jason Haywood and Seth Cole. Kind of strange, though. The inside groove is not the preferred way around this track. As we said, the outside lane seems to be the way to go here. But now Haywood's going to try that in turn number 2. Now they head into turn 3. Haywood's on the inside. Tellier on the outside of the track. Zorland is going to try to make a 3 wide as they come out of corner number 3. And look at them strewn out. Look at them strewn all over the place on this track at Pocono. 3 wide racing. This track's actually playing enough to go 3, maybe 4, maybe even 5 wide on this racetrack. Or if you like that California race last season, could go possibly 6 wide if you dare. But yeah, for those you don't know, we actually had a 6 wide situation at California Speedway last season. So New second place runner, Dylan Young, now gets past Joshua Osborne and takes second place here, as now Dylan Young, who's not won a race this season, he hopes to get his first one soon. Out of turn number 3 they come. Yep, and you see the sign, what turn 4? So we'll take you through the field. Michael Turner leads, Dylan Young, Osborne, Jesse Turner, Cab Shear, Kat Tellier now runs in 6th, dropping Trent Dunham down to 7th, 8th position. 8th position, a battle of 4-8 is Jonathan Zorlin, because he now tries to get underneath Trent Dunham for position. And there's a battle going on here. Jason Haywood and Seth Cole going at it once again. And I think seems like the inside lane is the preferred group in turn 2, looks like, possibly. But those Seth Cole's now pulled ahead of Haywood, but Haywood ain't giving up in that 17 machine. Now Cole and now Dunham and Zorlin going at it for position of 1 in the 48, pair of Chevrolets. So the battle for the moment seems to be everywhere except first place at the moment. Jesse Turner now going to try to make it 3 wide for second position, but he thought better of it. As he tried to go inside of Joshua Osborne, but Osborne pulls ahead. And he'll keep 3rd. But anyway, Seth Cole now tries to go inside of Jesse Turner for position. Or, I mean, inside of Jonathan Zorlin, excuse me. But Seth's in 9th, Jason Haywood's in 10th, Becca Tellier drops to 11th. 12th is now Joshua Collard, as he's gotten around Chris Dodd. Thirteenth is now Chelsea Bowles. Chris Dodd's dropped to 14th. Ryan George in 15th. 16th is Matt McIntyre. 17th is Emmanuel Hartnett. Jordan Anderson and Keith Batson battling it out for position. That's for 19th. Batson's in 20th. Zach Flickinger 21st. 22nd is John Arndt. 23rd, Dougie Shears. 24th is Zachary Fitzwater. Carson Gum, 25th. Battle for 26th between Andrew Davis and Jessica Shelton. Shelton coming off her first win of the season at Riverside Raceway. But other than that, she has not had a very good season so far there. Not the way she usually has in the series, at least. But you know how it is with Jess, though. She starts off slow, comes on about in the middle of the season, and sometimes tails off in the last half. And sometimes she wins the championship, and sometimes she doesn't. So that's about how it is. That's how it usually is with Shelton in this series. 27th is now Davis. 28th is Joshua Sakuli. And now Davis tries to get on Shelton in turn number 2. Davis goes by, and here comes Sakuli, going to try to draft off Davis's car. Pontiac, Dodge, and Ford going at it. Meanwhile, Andrew Perry and Dylan Poteet's now side by side, with Levi McIntyre watching. And by the way, Levi McIntyre and Matt McIntyre are no relation, in case any of you are wondering. But Levi runs 30th. 31st is JT Bryant. 32nd is Mike Becker. Mike Becker was the points leader, I believe, coming into this event, so this is going to be a bad day for him. And for Charles Sanford. Sanford was in the top 5 in points himself, too. Has yet to win a race this season, so, whereas Becker already has won this season at Bristol, Tennessee in the Food City 500. Here's the man who finally broke through with his first win of this season, for that fact. There, he already had a win in the AC Delco 400 last season at Rockingham with the 7 Alan Quickie car. But Cole Deaver won the season at Dover Downs International Speedway, and he is now running 34th, though. Not a good day for him at Pocono. And he goes now inside of Mike Becker for position here. He has position for the moment, but Becker proving that outside lane works well in the first turn, and he will And he and Deaver, I think, side by side there. Johnny Gardner now just going to try the outside lane. Matt Haas in the 8 car. There he is with Benjamin Miles in the 6. Daniel Olson, Kyle Matthews, and Quentin Moore round out the field in 40th position here. But back to the leaders. And we have got word it actually was a valve problem that knocked the 20 of Dalton Day out of the race before it even got started, that is. So, unfortunate ending for for Dalton Day and his day, even though his day never even got started, to be honest. But yeah, I really do hate that for Dalton Day. Actually, I actually hate that for anybody that has that situation to happen. But anyway, Dylan Young going to go for the lead on Michael Turner on the inside lane. Here it comes, battle for the lead. Osborne's going to try to draft off of Dylan Young. Young has the lead for the moment on Turner, but Turner fights back on the outside lane as they come out on turn number 3. Ford on the inside, Chevy on the outside. Who's going to lead this lap? And it looks like Michael Turner. Yes, it does look like Michael Turner. Everybody seems to have a tendency to want to go to the inside lane, though, to try to make the pass, though, but they did not watch Michael Turner. And watch him right there. He's going to accelerate on the outside lane and zip around both Osborne and Young. So, that's about the only battle for the lead you're going to see right there, because, I mean, Turner looks like he's got the outside lane working to perfection. But anything can happen at Pocono, and sometimes usually does. So we still got plenty of racing to go. This is the 12th lap completed, and we'll have 18 laps to go. So racing ain't over yet. Plenty of it left. Top 3 still remain status quo. Turner, Young, and Osborne. Jesse Turner runs in 4th position. Cat Tellier now takes 5th position. Jonathan Zorland's in 6th position. Cav Shearer's dropped to 7th, and now he and Trent Dunham battling it out the 24 and the 1. A pair of Chevrolets there. Dunham takes the inside lane. Let's see what happens through turn number 2, or turn number 3, I should say. The outside lane can be worked to Michael Turner's advantage, so looks like it could work to Cav Shearer's advantage right now. On board Cav Shearer's car number 24. Second lap around Pocono with him. Into turn number 1. Banked at 14 degrees of banking right here, and here they come down to the long punch road, which is 3,055 feet in length. And into the turn at 201 miles per hour. And now for another turn 2, which is banked at 8 degrees, and onto the North Chute, which is a length at 1,780 feet. And now to the flattest turn of the track, and also the slowest. That's turn 3, banked at only 6 degrees. Gets down to about as low as 140 miles an hour and comes off the turn at 162. Now onto the long front straightaway at 3,740 feet in length. And let's see how fast he goes into turn number 1. 197, 8, 9, 200, 1, 2, 3. I saw 204 blink. 204 miles an hour to turn number 1 goes Cav Shearer. And he right now runs in 8th position at the moment in the number 24 DuPont Chevrolet. A solid day for him so far. Running right behind his Hendrick teammate Jonathan Zorland in the 48, the winner this season at Atlanta. Cat Tellier, number 10, she hopes to get a win soon. Tellier driving the Rudd Performance Motorsports team for the number 10 Tide car. Part of the KAB Enterprises team. That's Keith Batson's team, or his legion of Fords, I should say. And if you know Keith, a die-hard Ford fan for sure, that's about all he campaigns. It's Ford or nothing with him. And personally, I have no problem with anybody who's brand loyal to their cars. That is for sure. Some people are brand loyal, and some people don't care. It's got 4 wheels and a motor in it, so they don't care. But Sheer, I made a mistake. Sheer actually runs 7th position. Trent Dunham's actually in 8th. 9th position is Becca Tellier. And Jason Haywood and Seth Cole, they're at it again. That's for 10th place. Haywood in the 17, Seth in 44. They come out of turn number 3. And again, we saw 204 in the turn number 1 to come from Jason Haywood. So I guess it looks like it's what it looks like when you're in the draft of the race cars. You actually might say so. Your speeds obviously are faster when you're in the draft, but anyway. Seth Coulson's in 11th, 12th is Chris Dodd, 13th is Joshua Collard, as he's battling with the Coca-Cola 600 winner Chelsea Bowles. Bowles was last season's Rookie of the Year. Jordan Anderson, 66 and 25, and Ryan George battling it out. You see several cars trying that outside lane. They think they could give him an advantage. And it gives Ryan George an advantage here, and as he gets by Jordan Anderson. Anderson gets a little loose through turn number 1. Continuing to watch this battle right here. There's Matt McIntyre in the 7. Keith Batson trying to get around Zach Flickinger. Dougie Shears in this mix. Carson Gum, Zachary Fitzwater, Jessica Shelton. All in this mix of cars. And Batson has gotten around Flickinger, so now he'll try to go inside of Matt McIntyre for position. That's for... Let's see where Batson's clocked at this time. I think that should put him in the top 20. And Keith, that time by, clocked in the 19th position. But other than nobody can pass the leader here, got plenty of great racing here. Andrew Davis, there you see him, and Andrew Perry and Levi McIntyre all trying to get by Dylan Poteet, or trying to overhaul him. And whoa, Poteet and McIntyre almost got together at 22 and 99. Andrew Perry makes it 3 wide in the 33 car, and here they go in the third turn, 3 wide for position. And even though it is in the back of the pack, though, there's still some good racing we're seeing. Lap speeds over 175 miles an hour in most cases there, as nobody's ever been able to pass Michael Turner yet in that 31 car. But boy, Dylan Young keeping it close in that number 2 machine, hoping for any weakness or something going, or maybe possibly something going wrong with that 31 car. That 31, as we said, has been fast in practice. Didn't win the pole though, but he's been the dominant car so far. Dylan Young's in 2nd position. Jesse Turner now at the 3rd spot. Joshua Osborne, the pole sitter, dropping to 4th. And Cat Tellier still remains in 5th position as Kev Shear now goes inside of his Hendrick teammate, Jonathan Zorlin. But Shear falls back in line at 6th and 7th. Ten laps to go at Pocono, 9.5 now. Trent Dunham going inside of Shear again. They're back at it again at the 1 and the 24. Dunham has a slight advantage at the moment. They're in that number 1 machine, but Shear has proved, like everybody else, that the outside lane has been working. I do mention that people have a tendency to want to go to the low side of the racetrack there, because the low side technically is the shortest way around the track. But if it's not the preferred groove, it's not the preferred groove. in 3 wide, racing right there. Whoa! Taylor bumps Osborne and moves him up the track, though, and Osborne, that slows him down. Taylor and Osborne side by side now, and Zorlin is going to help the 10. Osborne keeps his position for the moment, but Cat Taylor wants to gain another spot. Down the North Chute they go, and now they set the car into turn number 3, the flattest of the 3 turns. And here they go, side by side down the front stretch they go. 8 laps to go. So Cat Taylor not. So any of Cat Taylor's tricks that she tried on Joshua Osborne didn't work. Seven laps to go. Front 6 cars are in single file formation. Shear in 7th position. Osborne 8th, 9th. Dunham is in 8th. Haywood in 9th. See where the best battle on the racetrack at the moment is. There it is right there. Dougie Shears and Zachary Fitzwater as the best battle on the track at the moment. Middle of the pack. Shears up the high side. Here comes Fitzwater down low. Battle for third right there. Osborne and Jesse Turner. And Jesse Turner, again, the high side, working to Turner's advantage. I think Dylan Young's kind of like afraid to pull out to the outside of the racetrack. As I said, these cars here have a tendency to want to go low. Into turn number 3 they come here. Young looks to the outside of the racetrack there, nothing doing. Turner goes low on Dylan Young. 5 laps to go. And Young lost a little bit of ground to Michael Turner as they come down the back stretch. Or Long Pond stretch, I should say. Off in the turn number 3 they come. Dylan Young trying to find a weakness out of Michael Turner. Turner has won some in the Mello Yellow Series. He has not won yet in Truck Series, at least as neither. And he's not won in Cup, and that could change in about 4 more laps, possibly. Young to the high side of the racetrack. He sticks that nose of that board. Peeks and nose of that board to the outside of the racetrack. He closes in just a little bit. And here he comes to the inside of Michael Turner. Young has a slight advantage though, but Turner, again, that outside lane working to his advantage. If he could just get Jesse Turner's help in at 36, he could do it. But again, Michael Turner gets the outside lane work. But again, Michael Turner has the outside lane. 3 to go. Seems like it's just no use for everybody else to try to go for the lead, isn't it? Michael Turner out in front, though. He has been the dominant car all day long. It looks like he could be on his way to that first win. Two laps to go. Outside lane goes Young. Just cannot muster enough speed to try to get the momentum. He gets the momentum to try to get a draft off of Turner's car. But like I said, every time you've got people going to the inside lane, it never works to make the pass. So it looks to me like Michael Turner may have this one in the bag at Pocono. It will be the white flag, though. However, this time by, Turner is closing up for that second position on Dylan Young. But Michael Turner sees the white flag. He has 1 lap to go in the race at Pocono in the 500 Energy 400. Jonathan Zolan taking the 3rd position away in the 48 car. And now Jesse Turner is in a mess, though. He and Cat Tellier and Joshua Osborne about making it 3 wide down the north chute. Shearer's going to try to shove Tellier. But through turn number 3 they come. The number 31 Lowe Chevrolet. Michael Turner rounds turn number 3. And he will win his first Castrol GTX Cup Series event. Michael Turner wins the 500 G400 at Pocono. A dominating performance for the Lowe's 31 team. Outside pole, but he led every lap in the race. Dylan Young, a heartbreaker, comes home in 2nd position, though. He had tried everything in the world to try to pass at 31. Just he cannot do it on the inside lane. It seems like on the inside he had to back off a little bit, and Turner was able to hold it wide open throttle to the outside. That seems to be what worked to his advantage. 3rd was Jonathan Zorlin. 4th was Jesse Turner. 5th position was Cat Tellier. Joshua Osborne will come on 6th. Trent Dunham 7th. 8th was Kev Shearer. 9th was Jason Haywood, and 10th position was Becca Tellier. Average speed 175.376 miles per hour. And we will give you the rest of the finishing order for you here. Seth Cole comes up in 11th position. 12th was Chelsea Bowles. 13th was Chris Dodd. Chris Dodd 13th. 14th was Joshua Collard. 15th was Ryan George. Jordan Anderson 16th. 17th was Emmanuel Hartnett. Then Matt McIntyre 18th. 19th Carson Gum. Keith Batson ends up finishing in 20th position. 21st was Zachary Fitzwater. Or Zach Flickinger, I should say. Fitzwater comes home in 22nd. 23rd was Dougie Shears. 24th was Andrew Davis. 25th, John Arndt. Andrew Perry, 26th. Joshua Sikuli, 27th. Jessica Shelton, 28th. 29th position was Dylan Poteet. Then Levi McIntyre, 30th. 31st, Cole Deaver. 32nd, Mike Becker. 33rd, Charles Sanford. 34th was Matt Haas. Johnny Gardner, Quentin Moore, JT Bryant, Daniel Olson, Kyle Matthews in 39th. A bad day for him. And Benjamin Miles comes home in 40th. And, of course, as I said, Dalton Day. Basically, I did not start. A valve problem before the race even got started for Dalton Day. and he will end up last. But 3 races in a row at Pocono, we've had a first-time winner, and Michael Turner gets his first win of the Castrol GTX Cup Series at Pocono Raceway. As the next stop on the tour will be at Michigan Speedway for the Miller Lite 400. And so if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. You never know what you'll find on this channel here. In our races, gaming videos, whatever the president of the NNSCRA, Seth Cole, desires for his channel, you name it, you got it. Be sure to check out Seth's Cavalcade series that he runs as well. They're mainly Hershey's Cup, Almond Joy series, which will be named the Pizza Hut X series, and also the Energizer Endurance series as well. So be sure to check out Seth's races, and trust me, they're a whole lot better than what I have. So again, congratulations again to Michael Turner, winner of the 5-Hour Energy 400 at Pocono. We'll see you at Michigan. For now, this is James Qualls. This has been a production of the NNSCRA, offline racing at its best.
Greg, did you have any